everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Liz, and in today's video I'm so excited to be taking part of DIY with Nadia's Wreath Wednesday. If you have not checked Nadia out before, make sure that you click that link in my description box. I will have her video and her channel linked there. She does new wreath projects every single Wednesday and they are so much fun, and I was so excited when she asked me to be a part of one of her Wreath Wednesdays. So that is what I got for you guys today. If you're coming from Nadia's channel, my name's Liz and I love everything DIY and crafting. If that's something that you enjoy as well, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and becoming a part of my crafting family. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and on Facebook you can shop my craft kits through my Facebook shop. So for my wreath today, I'm going to grab one of these home wood cutouts. I believe that I got it from Walmart or Michael's, but it was so long ago that I cannot remember. So I'm just going to take some of my Waverly chalk paint in white and I'm going to paint the entire word, getting in all those little crevices and painting the sides. It was difficult to get into all those small spaces, but I wanted the entire thing white. Now I'm going to take a 10-inch embroidery hoop that I got from Walmart, and I am just going to use the middle insert portion of it. And then I wanted some sort of burlap kind of fabric, canvas fabric. I didn't have any on hand, so I just took this canvas bag that I got from burlapfabric.com and I cut it apart so that I could use it for this project. I'm basically just cutting the middle portion out, cutting away the seams and the top of the bag. And then once I have all that cut out, I'm going to measure it against my hoop. I'm going to cut it down so it's not so wide. I basically want it just a little bit bigger than that homeward. And I'm just going to cut that down to size, and then I'll also measure it lengthwise so that I have enough of that fabric to wrap around the hoop and hot glue it down. Now I wanted to make sure that my fabric was nice and flat. It didn't have any wrinkles in it. So I'm just going to take my CRICUT Easy Press and basically iron it out. An iron would work fine, but I was too lazy to get up and go to my laundry room to get it. So I'm just going to iron that out, and then I'm going to fray the edges just by pulling the strings out on both the sides. I wanted it to have a little bit more of a messy and rustic look to it, so I just went through and frayed the entire piece of fabric. Now I wanted my fabric to be on the top portion of my wreath here, so I'm going to take some hot glue and I am going to make sure that I am pulling tight when I hot glue the fabric down to the embroidery hoop. I want to make sure that everything is nice and taut and there aren't any places where it's kind of hanging loose. So I'm just going to hot glue both sides down to the back of that embroidery hoop. And then after I have everything glued down the way that I like it, I'm going to just take my scissors and cut off the excess material in the back. Now I wanted to give my homeward a little bit more distressing, so I'm going to just take some sandpaper and run it all over the edges to kind of make that natural wood show through that it was before I painted it. And then I'm going to take some hot glue and I just put that hot glue on kind of those bigger spaces of the word, and I'm just going to hot glue that right down to the canvas material. Now I'm going to take some lamb's ear that I got from Walmart. I'm going to take 2 pieces, and I am the type of person when it comes to wreaths where I don't like gluing everything down. I like using wire. It's less messy for me, and it works good in my opinion. So I'm going to take those 2 lamb's ear pieces and I'm going to twist them together with some wire just so that they stay in place. And then I'm going to take some more wire and attach them to the bottom of the wreath. The nice thing is as well, you're not going to see the wire in the end because there will be other pieces covering it up. Now I'm going to take these florals that I got from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to cut all the pieces off of the larger stem so that they are in 6 pieces. And then I'm going to begin sliding them into the wire with that lamb's ear, just kind of to hold it in place temporarily. Once I get all the pieces where I want them, I'm going to take some more floral wire and I'm going to tie those down with some wire so that they are all stuck in place. And then once I have those where I want them, I'm going to take this ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to make 2 loops that are the same size. And to make sure that the loops stay in a loop, I'm going to hot glue it together just on the back. So I'm going to do that for both of them, and then I'm going to cut myself out a tail, and then I'm going to take the 2 loops and the tail, I'm going to stack them up on top of each other. The 2 loops are going to be on top of the tail, and the loops are just going to be right next to each other. I'm going to slide some twine underneath it, flip it on its back, and then I'm going to tie a double knot to secure my bow all together. And then for the middle portion, I'm going to just take that twine and wrap it around the middle, probably about 5 or 6 times. And then I'm just going to tie a double knot in the back. And then to attach my bow to my wreath, again, you could use hot glue, but I just prefer not to, so that if I want to reuse the florals and the greenery, I can without it being a big mess. So I'm just going to take those 2 pieces of twine that were left over on my bow and just tie my bow into place. And then lastly, I just dovetailed the ends, and that's it for this wreath. I think it turned out absolutely adorable, and I can't wait to hang it on my front door.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
And that's it for today's video. I know it was a short and sweet one, but I absolutely love this wreath. And thank you so much, Nadia, for inviting me to participate in your Wreath Wednesdays. Remember to subscribe before you guys leave. I have some really fun videos coming on Friday and Saturday this week, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!